Yes, people, how are we doing? Darren Bent here, as always, for the YouTube channel. It's Darren here, by the way, Darren Bent. Listen, it's been a big year. It's always been a big year. I always tell you guys it's a big year. Now, I've not really done a video like this when it comes to, you know what my favourite shoe is? Air Max One. Guys that have been following me from the get-go know that Air Max One is my favourite silhouette. And I've got a little Jordans, as you can see behind me. You've got the Travises over there. You've got Jordan 1s, because Jordan 1 is my favourite, of course, silhouette when it comes to the Jordan brand. But I wanted to do something not a little bit different, I'd say, but Air Max One is my favourite shoe, and there's been a lot of Air Max drops this year, absolutely loads. And I want to go for a few of them that have been my personal favourites. Now, listen, as I always say to you guys, I understand some of you might not agree with me, but that's what we're here for. Do you know what I mean? That engagement. You tell me what you believe are some of the best Air Max One releases of the year. I'll tell you if I think they're what mine are personally, and whether you like them or not. But there's been loads, and listen, I'm sure I'm going to miss one or two out because it's hard to keep on top of everything. There's Air Maxes dropping all over the world, first and foremost. There's some here, different stores. I deal with certain stores. I know a lot of stuff that gets released will come across me at some stage, and it's whether I pick it up or not. But the ones that I've picked up so far this year, I would say I'm pretty happy with. I've managed to pick up a couple of grails that didn't come out this year, that came out way back. You saw the Cherrywood video. Absolutely one of the most iconic Air Max Ones ever. But there's been a fair few nice ones this year, so I wanted to kind of share with some of my favourites that I picked up this year. So let's get going. So the first one that I'm going to show you here is the Air Max One Escape. Came out, I think, 25th of May, I think the date was, and I think it retailed for about £150, 149 quid, I think. A really nice shoe. I like the back, the detail with the tree line. The different materials on this I like. And when it comes to an Air Max One, one of my favourite features on any Air Max One is the mesh. I really like the mesh, really soft, because some people do say that Air Max Ones aren't as comfortable as other trainers, but I love them. They are my favourite shoe. They always have been my favourite shoe. I like the colours on this, a little bit of green. As you can see there, kind of the dark. It's almost like a bluey green on the swoosh. As I said, the tree line on the heel. You got the black suede, but it's like a rough suede around the front as well. Of course, the kind of dark greeny blue with the black sole. Of course, the air bubble. The midsole, crisp white. Really like it. I think it was a really, really clean, nice shoe. Really nice suede. Really like smooth suede here. Not like the rough stuff you got at the front there. Really smooth here. Maybe the laces are something that I'm going to address. As you can see, these are fresh, unused. The paper's still in there. I'm probably going to opt for the white laces that are in the box as well. But again, I was really happy when I picked these up. I thought they'd be more difficult to get, but they're not. They're still sitting actually on some shelves. If you go on the End website, I think they're still actually sitting on there as well for retail. So I don't think they were that popular, but these were certainly a shoe that I really liked. Yeah, so these are the Nike Air Max One Escape. Coming in again with another one was the Baltic Blue Air Max One. Again, came out in March. This one came out in March, sorry. I think, again, £149, I think it came out for, or 145 quid, something like that. And it's around the same mark. Again, I don't think a lot of people were really sold on this shoe. I really liked it. Obviously, it's corduroy. I think I even asked the question, is corduroy back in? I really liked it with the kind of the really Baltic blue, really kind of sky blue, icy blue, I'd call it. Goldish swoosh, goldish on the tongue as well. Midsole, crisp white, I really like that. Although I do like an aged kind of midsole. Again, these are really nice. The black sole on the bottom of the shoe as well. I really like these. Yeah, I mean, when you look at this shoe, the Baltic Blue and the corduroy, it just reminds me of one shoe. And I think you guys are kind of going to know what that shoe is. Air Max 197. The Sean Witherspoons, same thing. Corduroy. There's even a bit of Baltic Blue in there as well. So the first time, I mean, here they are, the Sean Witherspoons. Still one of my favourite Air Maxes. Although 97s are not my favourite. I absolutely love these. I think these are one of the better releases. This one came out in 2017. But let me put this back down there. It's not about you now. This here, I just think it has got that Witherspoon vibes. It's nice. It's summertime as well, which is coming up. What it's supposed to be in this country. Pure rain. So I still can't wear them yet. Again, paper's still in there. But yeah, these are one of my favourite pickups this year. And as I said, if you go into certain stores, you go on the M website, they're still sitting. I think they're still going for retail on StockX as well. So various places you can still pick them up. But I really liked it. Nice colour shoe. I love the corduroy. I think corduroy's back. I'm sticking with the blue laces. So yeah, here we have the Air Max One Baltic Blue. Another one, simple but unbelievable, was the Air Max One Crep Soft Grey. We saw the Crep Hemp, which came out last year. Lovely colour, a bit of tan, little bit of a, I think it was like a turquoisey kind of colour. Had like the, I'm trying to think of the material that's on the toe. I can't remember. Listen, it evades me. I apologize. But these, I really like them. I love it. Any sneaker with a gum sole, I'm sold. But I really like this kind of cool grey. It was nice. I mean, you got the really suede materials on the side as well. Again, the kind of whitish midsole, like a kind of cloth material on the toe as well. Really nice suit. Really simple white swooshes, as you can see there. A lot of people will probably look at this and go, well, it's just a grey shoe, but it was really nice. I think it's really simple. And sometimes with your sneakers, you want to keep it simple. You want to keep it nice. And I was really impressed with these. But again, I think these came out in February, I want to say these came out. Again, really nice shoe. Retailed again, 145 quid as well. I kept the grey laces in there, but again, I apologise. I keep buying all the sneakers, still unworn as well. But a really nice shoe, and one of my favourite releases this year. And you lot are probably going to say, well, the first 3 shoes that you've shown me, your favourite release of the year, and you get to wear a pair. As you can tell, I've got that many that I'm trying to get through, but I will get to these eventually. Again, with the suede material on the side, I think I have to wait till summer, and summer is coming. So yeah, here's another one. Again, I wouldn't say there's any real distinctive features on this, other than it's just a nice cool grey sneaker with a gum sole, and that gum sole is absolutely beautiful, by the way. Look at that. Lovely. But yeah, here we have it. The Air Max One Crep cool grey. So I'm sure you guys are probably waiting, well, when's the shoe, a particular shoe, going to come up in this list? And it's here now. I'm sure you lot are thinking it must come at some point. Of course, the Air Max One OG 86 Big Bubble. Now again, the hype around this shoe when it was coming, Tinker Hatfield, another Tinker Hatfield special. When the pictures first emerged last season about the bigger air bubble, people were getting it really carried away, myself included. I've actually done a video on these on DarrenBent YouTube channel, as you guys know, about the whole history behind the shoe, so I'm not going into all that again. But they're obviously the iconic colorway, the first colorway, the bigger air unit, because we know that obviously when they first made this particular shoe, the air units used to crack due to the weather. We know about all that. But again, I spoke about the mesh. I've wore these ones actually. Can you believe it? Look at that. Wore them. Got the shoe tree in it as well. Iconic shoe. Probably the best. These are not my favorite ever Air Max, and the colorway is not my favorite either. But I think a lot of people would probably have these, even if they weren't going to wear them, just as a collector's piece because of the history behind it. As I said, a lot of people were waiting for the shoe. When the pictures first resurfaced that they were going to come out in 2023, I think a lot of people were desperate to get a pair on it. But again, the mesh, the material on the side, the white midsole, the iconic red, black, white sole at the bottom. Really, 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 really nice shoe. Just a part of history. I think anyone who's a sneaker collector would have a pair of these, even if you don't intend on wearing them. And I've got 2 pairs of these. I doubled up because there was a pair that I really wanted to wear, which were these, and there was a pair that I wanted to just savor, and they're over there somewhere. But these absolutely had to be in this list. Do you know what I mean? Even if they weren't particularly one of my favorite colorways, and I didn't really like the, I don't know, anything about the shoe, because of the history behind it, it'd have to be in there. I'd be nuts not to put it in there. So yeah, this is in there. Again, if you watch a previous video where I actually go through all the details about the shoe, the history about the shoe, the history about the air bubble, you can go back and have a look at it. But yeah, for me, if you're an Air Max One fan, a pair of these have to, and I mean have to, I can't stress it enough, have to be in your collection. And I've got 2 pairs of these that are in mine. So yeah, the Air Max One OG 86 Big Bubble. Now the next one I'm going to show you, listen, you guys know I'm an Arsenal fan. Anyone who's listened to me on TalkSport knows that I'm a big Arsenal fan. I don't really care for, no, actually that tell a lie. I'm an Arsenal fan, as you know. And I was about to say I don't really care about any other club, but of course, you know, the Ipswich Town's in my heart, Charlton Athletics in my heart. But this particular shoe I bought because he's probably my favourite basketball player on the planet, probably my favourite athlete, and he works with, or is associated with, the enemy, which is Liverpool, but I still had to get it just to show support, and I'm talking about LeBron James Air Max One. I mean, I don't particularly like, there's much about this shoe I don't particularly even like, if I'm honest. I like the black leather, I like that it's got mesh on it, which I always talk about, but it's kind of darkish green I don't really like. I like the black swoosh, white midsole. As I said, I bought it more in support of LeBron James, who, I get it, Michael Jordan probably is the greatest basketball player ever. I'm conceding that, but LeBron James is my favourite basketball player of all time. All-time points scoring leader as well, which I'm buzzing about. 4-time NBA champion. I think he should probably have a couple more than that. I wish he did, but he doesn't. He's obviously got, I think he owns part of Liverpool as well. He's part of the FSG group. I bought it more in support. I mean, I probably will wear them, but I just feel like when people see me, these on my feet, they'll go, "Why ain't you an Arsenal fan?" And I am. And look, it's even got the Liverpool badge in there as well, the actual Liverpool badge in there. So that's probably, again, why, as you can tell here, I've not even put them on my feet, not even tried them on, still laced up, still got the tissue in them. But this is more just showing support, because he is one of my favourite athletes. Do you know what I mean? What he's done on and off the court, not is he an icon, a global icon when it comes to playing basketball. When you think about his I Promise school, the school that he built for kids, where he's giving out free breakfasts and lunches. It's just incredible what he's done. He's got so many different programs trying to help kids out in America that I just think he is a pioneer of sport. Do you know what I mean? So I had to show support. I had to buy these Air Max 1s. So yeah, these are the LeBron James Air Max 1s. Oh, you know what? Sorry. LeBron James / Liverpool Air Max 1s. So the next one I'm going to show you, I don't actually have it on me because it's I wore them. I posted it in a previous video on Instagram at DarrenBent, by the way. So make sure you follow me, please. The Air Max One OG 86 Lost Sketch. Oh, I absolutely love it. It's in the blue, big bubble as well. I love it. Someone marked it. I'm going to be honest with you. I was on the underground and someone put a nasty, dirty scuff all over it. So I've had to wait for another pair to come. So I can't particularly show you. But as I said, you can see the full review on a previous video on Instagram if you follow me. So make sure you do. But that has to be in there. I love the colorway. I love the aged looking midsole as well, which I showed you. It's got air written above the air bubble, the big air unit, bigger air unit, should I say. And that had to be in there. So I had to give it a mention, but I'm gutted I can't put it in this video. But that would for sure be in one of my favorite releases of the year, and it'd be probably top end of my favorite releases this year. So that was the Air Max One OG 86 Lost Sketch. Next one up, Air Max One Shimmer Shimmer or Shima Shima, however you want to say it. I don't quite know, but I'm saying Shimmer Shimmer. Really, really nice. And we talk about premium quality materials, by the way. I think it's, I mean, I'm sure, don't quote me, I'm sure it's 2 decades since we've seen this particular colorway in the Shima Shima. And I don't think it was even on an Air Max One last time we saw it. But these are just, again, beautiful. Premium quality, premium leather suede, leather on the toe as well. I love the contrasting colors, by the way, where you've got the kind of browny color just above the midsole. You've got the brown swoosh, but then you've got like a grey hard leather, which is there. And then you've got the white premium leather there. I like the Shima Shima insole there. It's really nice. Again, a shoe that I've not worn. Got the tissue in it. But I really like it. I like the brown and grey sole. Nike on the back, of course. I really like it. Really nice colorway. Premium quality. Again, I've not broke these out because the weather just hasn't been acceptable to use, but Air Maxes have been coming with some serious fire. We know we're halfway through the year, but these are a pair that came out, I think, in March, so quite early on. I seem to remember quite a lot of heat coming out in March when it came to the Air Max ones. Really, really hype shoes coming out. But yeah, these are ones that I had to put on the list. Again, I've not worn them, but I will. But you know me, I'm always picking up Air Max 1. So yeah, this is another one that's on the list, and this is the Air Max 1 Shimmer Shimmer or Shima Shima. And probably last on the list is, in my opinion, number 1. I know I didn't rank any of the others, but I think in my personal opinion, these would be number 1. Now, there's a bit of controversy as to what they're actually called, but I'm going to go with the Think Tank Air Max 1. Made in Japan, released in Japan. I got mine shipped over from Japan. These are a women's release. I've had to go with a UK 9. Also, I'm a UK 10, but I had to get a pair of these. Again, and they have used some premium qualities, by the way, when it comes to this shoe. With the leather premium there. I love the yellow. I love the yellow midsole. I love the orange on the heel tab as well. It's kind of a see-through gum sole. You know, I spoke to you about gum sole. It was different to the Crep, but a nice see-through kind of gum sole. I like that they've used the green air unit in there as well. Mesh. Can't go wrong. What a shoe this is. This is probably my favourite release. This is why I had to pay a little bit more to get them, because they did come from Japan. Really, really good shoe. Came out in March as well. I told you, something about March this year where a lot of hype shoes, Air Max 1s came out that month. It was a powerful, powerful thing. But yeah, so far, again, the white, probably the lesser material on this whole particular sneaker is the swoosh. It's like a normal just leather, but the rest of it is premium quality. So yeah, in my personal opinion, these Think Tanks would be my number 1. I'm happy I got them. As I said, I had to get them shipped over from Japan, and I would do it again. Haven't worn them yet. Shock. Still fresh. Paper still in there. But all round, a really, really nice shoe. You don't really see them about too tough. Even when you try them, I was even trying to search for information on the shoe and things like that. Really, really limited online, but I'm happy I got a pair, and here they are. Air Max 1 Think Tank. So that was my list there, people. They were some of my favourite pickups this year so far when it comes to the Air Max 1. I need you guys to get involved in the comments below. Smash that like button for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Are there any I've missed off the list? any that you would have liked to have seen, let me know in the comments. I'll try and get back to you. Maybe do that video at a later date. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. We're nearly at 4,500, so we're climbing nicely. But yeah, there we have it, the Air Max One video. Let me know what you think. Hit me in the comments. Most importantly, enjoy your day. Stay safe. Peace.